Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about an incident that happened in Detroit. A woman by the name of Latricia Green Brown was shot in the basement of Henry Ford Hospital. A manhunt is underway in Detroit after a man walked into his ex-wife's workplace and opened fire, unaliving her. So security cameras captured him leaving the hospital shortly after the shooting. First, he was only considered a person of interest. Since they have him on cameras, he is now the prime suspect. Officers state they are actively looking for him and he is presumed to be armed and dangerous. Surveillance footage shows Green entering into the hospital and heading to the basement where Latricia worked. Officers also state that he shot her multiple times following an argument.
To the community, we're at Henry Ford Hospital at approximately 9:55 a.m. Via video access, we did observe a subject, a person of interest, leaving the facility. A Mr. Mario Green, date of birth 7/22/1960. He's 65 years old. He got into a verbal altercation with what I'm being told his ex-wife in the basement area of Henry Ford Hospital. He produced a gun, handgun, and fired multiple shots, killing his ex-wife. She's a black female, approximately 40 years of age. He has fled, is no longer an active situation at the hospital, even though it is an active crime scene. He left the front door of the hospital.
I know every facility is different, but do hospitals no longer have metal detectors or some type of weapon detection scanner, something? I'm not sure what entrance he walked out of. The reason I said something is because they said he walked through the front door.
Dodge Charger. The year is 2011, a 2011 Dodge Charger, and the license plate is D is in David, X-ray, X is in X-ray, C is in Charles, 7067. We're actively looking for him. He is presumed to be armed and dangerous. I'm asking the public if they see him, and we'll release the picture shortly as to how he looks, exactly who he is, and I can tell you that he has an address in Bloomfield Hills. We expect to have him in custody very, very shortly, but we're asking for the community's help and that the danger situation posed here is over. We do have our police assets, my SWAT team, my other metropolitan officers here, as well as federal assets about to search the hospital and just ensure that there's no one else that was possibly injured there. But at this time, I'm only aware of one injury, and that we do have the video assets to show that he left the hospital.
Chief, what the ex-wife presumably worked at the hospital, or
yes, I'm being told that she is an employee of the hospital. I don't know what her job is, but of course we're working with the leadership at Henry Ford Hospital and their security as well, their police department.
Can you spell the suspect's name, and does he have any affiliation with the hospital at all as well?
Not that I'm aware of, and his name is Mario, Mario, and his last name is Green, common spelling, Green.
And Chief, how did he get access to the basement of the hospital?
At this particular point in time, I'm unsure, but that'll be revealed at a later date.
Do you know if this suspect has any prior criminal history?
I'm not aware that he does, and that can be provided later, but at this particular point in time, I'm being told that he didn't have a history. Maybe my team knows. Did he have a history?
Don't know yet. They're still compiling now.
Do you have a description of what the suspect was wearing as he left the hospital, as he fled?
Yeah, he's in all black. He's approximately 6'4" in height, and he had on a gold chain as well. And so we're going to release the exact video so you can see and push it out to the public so they'll know what he has on right now.
Do you know generally where he fled, or are you concentrating the search in any particular area?
We have our assets, and so he went, what was it?
The boulevard onto Lodge.
So he went northbound on the Lodge Freeway, and so we know what north is, and so he lives in Bloomfield Hills.
Were there any other witnesses to what happened? I guess, were there other people in the basement when this occurred who saw this sort of altercation and stuff?
I'm unsure about that at this time.
All right, everybody, thank you for your time.
Yep, we'll keep you all updated.
In 2001, he pleaded guilty to aggravated stalking. He was sentenced to 4 years probation. In 2006, he was charged with arson, served 6 years in prison. Recently, he was placed on probation for failure to pay child support. There's also the PPO that was sought out by the ex-wife, but he was not served that order of protection. Snapshot, you guys see that he did just walk through the entrance here, and I would love to know how he was able to gain access to the basement of the hospital. So I'm wondering, did someone buzz him in? Is there no type of security measures that would prevent the general public from entering authorized staffing areas? We're going to talk a little bit about the personal protection order that the ex-wife sought prior to her unaliving. In her application, she stated her ex-husband Mario Green was stalking her and that he continued to call her job and threatened. The judge denied that PPO, but just over a month later, on July 20th, Latricia sought another one. This time, she stated that her ex-husband's behavior was escalating. She made claims that he was breaking into her car, cutting up her clothes, and stealing her belongings. She said that he was following her around and that he was continuously calling up to her job. Latricia claimed that she constantly had to look over her shoulder to make sure that he was not following her or trying to hurt her. Apparently, there was a history of physical violence towards her. So that time, the judge did grant the protection order. This was done back on July 21st, deeming that Mario Green did pose a threat to the ex-wife. However, the PPO was not served to the ex-husband, and as a result of that, it led to what happened. The fact that in the past this man showed up to this woman's job threatening her, he had to be escorted off the premises several times as well. I'm not trying to pass blame or anything, but I feel like the hospital should have had some type of security measures in place when they come up to the job causing issues and had to be escorted off the premises. His picture should have been put up in the front by security just so they could keep a lookout for him. I feel like when you're at work, there is some type of reasonable accommodation for safety, or there should be. The press conference with the police officer said that he was 65, but this article is saying that he's 53. Either way, this is a grown man. He should be able to handle his emotions, or with him following her around, breaking into her car, cutting up shoes and things like that. He was losing control, and I guess in his mind, if I can't have you, nobody will. I am in the middle of editing this video, and I noticed there was an update. But so Mario Green was arrested without incident. He was arrested on Saturday night. So the crime happened Friday, and he was arrested Saturday morning around 3 o'clock in the morning. Police department released a statement. Our officers worked tirelessly to get this monster off the street. We have the best police department across the country, and I would like to thank our law enforcement partners who assisted us with apprehending Mario Green, along with the community who gave us numerous tips about the suspect. So glad there's an update there that this man was arrested and now he can be accountable for his crime. It looks like Latricia Green was trying to move on with her life, but for whatever reason, this man would not allow her to do so. I am going to end the video here. I just wanted to include that Mario Green was apprehended, held, and will be held accountable for his actions.